Hey, hi, how are you? Thank you so much for being here today. If you're new here, my name is Marjorie. If you're not new here, my name is still Marjorie, and this is Marjorie Made. This is my channel mostly about cross stitch. Today I actually have some crochet to talk about, but that'll be at the end. I am so excited to be back talking with y'all today. I have a lot of new starts to show y'all for my birthday. I have plans, I have whips, I just have a lot of goodies today. So yeah, today's video is going to be so fun. I'm so excited to be back. I got sick a little bit before Thanksgiving. I was sick for almost 2 weeks. It was really bad. We're good though. We're good. I've taken my medicine, so hopefully I'll be back to normal soon. But yeah, that's why this video is a little bit late. I do think that I might adjust my recording schedule to be every 3 weeks rather than 2 weeks, just because with life and scheduling, sometimes recording every 2 weeks isn't realistic. So and I do like to have a decent amount of stuff to show y'all when I do these videos, so we might just stick it out every 3 weeks, but you never know. I appreciate those of you who just deal with my crazy uploading schedule, and I've been here from the beginning. Like, I just love y'all, but I could ramble on all day. I just love talking to y'all about everything. So we're gonna jump into starts. I have a decent amount to show y'all. If it's your first time here or you're relatively new to my channel, you may not know these plans, but I'm planning to do 7 starts for my 27th birthday, which is on December 3rd. So quickly approaching. So I started a couple of those projects. I decided to spread it out over November, and like November and the beginning of December. Last year I did 6 for 26, but I only did like 1 day. So it was like the 6 days leading up to my birthday. And that really didn't give me a lot of time to put progress in on my starts. So I only got like little teeny tiny starts on all these projects. So I wanted to spread it out over November, get a little bit more work on the starts that I have. And so that way they might get finished next year. I don't know. So I have 5 of my 7 starts to show y'all, and then I have a 6th start that's not birthday related, but it was a start in these last couple of weeks. The first start I have to show y'all is Strawberry Harvest. This is by Cottage Garden Samplings. I bought this pattern after I saw it on Cam the Stitcher's channel. It's just perfect. It's strawberry, it's pink, it's birds, like all of those are things that I love. And this is where I got. This is done on, I think, 32 count feldspar by Picture This Plus. I did a center start, and I got a decent amount done. I'm actually pretty proud of the amount of progress I was able to get on a lot of these new starts. I'm doing the called for, except for the green. So around the edge here and in the stem, I'm doing it's Spring Grass. This is by the Gentle Art. I found this in my stash. I had 2 skeins of it, and it's just bright and beautiful, and I thought it would work really well with the pinks. So I did buy the called for fancy floss for the bird and the strawberry, which is Antique Rose and Faded Rose. Both of those are the Gentle Art. So I bought those, and I took this from stash. So there's my start on Strawberry Harvest. The next start I have to show y'all is also a Cottage Garden Samplers. This is the Woodpecker. I just thought this was perfect for fall. I started this with Bridget, the museum stitcher, and then Caitlin at Cross Stitch Kate. The plan was for me and Bridget to start this on November 8th. And Caitlin actually reached out to us because she saw it on our last videos that we were planning to start it. And her birthday is November 9th. So I was like, I'll hold off my start for 1 day. So it was kind of like a Cross Stitch Kate birthday sal that we started together. This is done on a 32 count unnamed fabric from Fortnite Fabrics, which I love. It's really, really pretty. And then this is my little start. I definitely didn't get as much done on this as I wanted to. but I'm loving the colors. I really wanted to work on the trees, so I jumped down and got the outline done so I can just have some easy fill in. Gosh, I just love these colors so much. And I'm really excited to see the little woodpecker come to life. The next project I have to show y'all, I think the official name is Harvest Season Cucumbers. This is by Alforce Embroidery. I've lovingly coined this my pickle sampler. I'm obsessed with this, y'all. I worked on this like non-stop for 2 days. I think I got over 1,000 stitches done in 2 days. I couldn't stop. I could not stop. It was so much fun. I did my own floss conversion based off of the floss image that Alforce had posted on Instagram. I was at my LNS and I just kind of visually picked out colors that I thought would look good. I'm honestly so proud of this conversion. Like, it looks so good. And I can't wait to show y'all this project. Here are the flosses though that I picked. So obviously we have a lot of greens. We have yellow, and then this is habanero. So it's kind of like an orange pink. It's so pretty. If you're interested in this color conversion, let me know and I will send it to you. These are all classic color works that I did the conversion in. And this is stitched on a 28 count linen. I'm pretty sure this is one that Alexis sent me. She was doing a de-stash and I got some fabric, and so it's just a neutral fabric. Enough yibber yabber. Let me jibber jabber, yibber yammering. I'm just like combining words at this point. Y'all are like literally show me the project. I'm obsessed. Oh my gosh, these little pickle chips. I haven't even really gotten into like the pickles yet, but I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with seeing these colors and this floss just like come to life. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. I want to work on this like right now. What am I doing after this? Because I might just start working on this again. Oh, it's so cute. I'm obsessed. I'm genuinely obsessed. I got all of this done in one day, and then I did all of this in a second day. Like, I could not stop. I put on my headphones, I put on an audiobook, and I just didn't stop. I didn't even look up for like hours and hours. I was having so much fun. So this is my pickle sampler, hashtag pickle whip. I'm obsessed. And I started this on November 14th, which is National Pickle Day. And I started this with Erin over at 3 Cat Stitching. We talked about starting it a while ago, and then, you know, we were just kind of busy, and then we figured out that November 14th was National Pickle Day, and I'm like, that's perfect. Like, yeah. So started it, and I just couldn't stop. I couldn't stop working on it. And looking at it now, I really want to work on it again. Like, it is so cute. Something about like 28 count, like going from higher counts back to 28, like it just goes so fast. And I guess because the stitches are bigger, like it looks like you're making more progress. And it just was so fun. And I was like, all right, just one more stitch, like just one more section. Let me get this section done and then I'll stop. Let me get this section done, then I'll stop. Like it was so much fun. And yeah, I can't wait to hop back into that one. The next start I have to show y'all is the scissor sampler. This is the number 1. I don't know if it's called number 1 anymore. Or I don't know if it's called number 1 now that there's a number 2. That's what I meant. Anyway, this is by Tellem Emblem. I'm struggling today, y'all. Anyway, absolutely gorgeous. I saw this on Bridget in the Museum Stitchers channel and immediately was like, yeah, add to cart. I love the birds. I love the pink flower. It's just so, and I like the bold, like, outlines. I don't know what it is about this that I'm just, like, completely enamored with, but I love it so much. So this is my next start. I'm doing this on another unnamed fabric from Fortnite. I think it's a 14 count Aida, though. So this is the fabric, and this is where I got. I did change up this butterfly. The body's brown and I was gonna make it yellow. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet with this because there are little accent stitches in this wing that are a different color yellow, but you can't really see them very well. So I think I might rip those out and do gray, since there's like the yellow and the gray down here. So if you've been around, you know that yellow butterflies are really symbolic for me and my family. So I thought I'd make a little yellow butterfly in my scissor sampler. So anyway, this is where I got. The amount of DMC in this project is a little outrageous, but like for a good reason. Like it's really, really pretty, and it's gonna look incredible once it's done. It's just the color changes are like one after the other, but God, it's so pretty though. So the last of my birthday starts to show y'all in this video is going to be Birds to the Boughs. This is by Lindy Stitches. I was browsing, as I do, and I came across this pattern on her website, and the colors just drew me in. I immediately had to buy it. And then I also got the called for 32 count Silver Moon. I ordered Lugana, but I got Belfast linen. But that's okay. I just went with it. I know that, you know, linen and even weave are different, but I didn't think it was going to make enough of a difference to return it, get the fabric or whatever. So I did get the called for color though. I just didn't get the called for fabric, but that's okay. Linen, even weave, you know, it's fine. I like working on both. Anyway, so this is my progress on that. This pattern is a lot bigger than I thought it was. When I saw it, I was like, oh, okay. And then when I downloaded the digital pattern and put it into Pattern Keeper, I was like, oh, there's like 15,000 stitches in this, which, you know, looking at the pattern, I was like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. But at first glance, I was like, oh, it'll be a quick finish. I am this year trying to do a little bit better about starting things that can be finished within a reasonable amount of time. Last year for my birthday, the 6 for 26, yeah, there's some that I could probably finish within a year, but I started some big uns. So I think for moving forward with this year and you know, onward, I plan to start birthday things that realistically I could probably finish within the year, and not just start a bunch of big things. So apart from this one, I think I was doing pretty good with my other choices for birthday starts. But this is Birds to the Boughs one more time. I love it. I cannot wait to start on that huge bird. And my last new start to show y'all is going to be Sarah Moon 1791. This is a Stitchy Box reproduction sampler. I started this with my girlies, Megan, Bridget, and Cameron. We are making this our like full moon project because, you know, Sarah Moon. So we started it on the full moon, which was the 27th of November, and we plan to work on it every full moon until it's done, I guess. I am doing Cam's Whimsy Goth conversion. My conversion queen, Cameron, I'm obsessed with her. Everything she does, I just love her so much. And so we saw Sarah Moon. We were like, okay, yeah, that's cute. But I was like, Cam, let's make it goth. Let's make it whimsy. Let's add some greens and some purples and pink. Like, we aligned so well on like so many things, and her color schemes are just beautiful, perfect, wonderful, amazing. So me and her are doing that conversion, and Bridget and Megan are doing the silk pack from Vicky Clayton Silks. I almost forgot. Anyway, so this is the conversion. Oh gosh, let me just organize them a little bit, make them a little presentable. I just pulled this out of my bag. So this is Cam's Whimsy Goth conversion. We've got purples, like obviously 915, a must. Beautiful greens, we have blue, we have red, we have this bright green, I'm obsessed. And then we have like some navies and some more greens over here. So freaking pretty. I'm obsessed with this. These floss drops are ones that I made out of cardstock. And then I have some bobbins. So those are the colors. Beautiful, gorgeous, stunning, amazing. I'm doing mine on 40 count truffle. Let me make sure I have that right. Y'all are gonna have to excuse the mess that is this Q-snap right now. Yeah, I'm almost positive it's 40 count truffle by Picture This Plus. It's kind of a mauve pink. Cam is doing hers on a green fabric, a mint green mottled. It's beautiful. I think it's called mint. It's not really mint green, but it's like light green. My cut of that, I have the same fabric. I just didn't have it in 40 count and it wasn't quite big enough, unfortunately. So I had to order a fabric and Cameron said, might I suggest truffle? I don't know if this fabric is going to show up on camera. I took a picture of it and it looks brown and it's not brown at all. It is pinky purpley. So keep that in mind. Started this last night. Oh, you can kind of see it. You can kind of get the vibe. Maybe not. Anyway, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. I was trying to wrangle this big piece of fabric, y'all, in this tiny grime guard. I'm embarrassing myself right now. That's better. Oh, goodness. Anyway, so I started this last night. I'm still working on it. I got a hanging thread, but I did a top center start because even on 40 count, it isn't wide enough quite to have like a 2 to 3 inch border. So I did a center top start just to make sure that I got as much of a border as possible. I think it was required to have an 18 inch wide piece of fabric and truffle only came in 17. So my borders are going to be a little skinny on the sides, but the top and bottom were fine. This fabric is gorgeous. That motif, beautiful. I will say the pattern is a little hard to work with. And that, like, you can see there's the line. I'm probably not going to stitch full motifs. I'm going to go by page. And that's just what makes most sense to me, because I think trying to shuffle the pages around to finish off the motifs, it's going to get complicated. So I'd rather just like do one whole page or like fill out as much as I can on the Q-snap and then move over. But anyway, I'm really excited about this. I'm obsessed. And, you know, I love me a girly Sal, so naturally I'm enjoying this. We all got it started last night, and I'll probably work on her a little bit today. I know it's not the full moon anymore, but I just kind of want to finish that part of that motif and maybe move on to another one. I don't know. I've got so many plans and wants and hopes and dreams. But, you know, we'll see. Just stay tuned for next video. So I'm going to move on to the whips that I have worked on in the last couple of weeks. I have 2 of them. You know, starts have kind of taken up my time these last couple of weeks, but I did manage to work on a couple of whips. The first of which is, I can never, and if you've watched my videos, I say this every video, I don't know the real name of this chart. I just know it as Bonkers Sal. This is a Barbara Anna. It was a mystery stitch along, like, a while ago. It's not a mystery anymore. But it's the Alice in Wonderland one. This is where I'm at. I have the entire like outside done. I just have to work on, you know, the little girly. I think I worked on over here and here. This is slated for a finish next year, like the beginning of next year. So I'm just trying to like put some work into it to get it closer to a finish so that it's easier next year. I did have a you know, hope and dream of maybe finishing it this year, but I'm not really gonna be too hard on myself about trying to finish that. It'd be cool, but, you know, I do this for fun. I don't want to stress out about it. I do love Barbara Anna. The colors are incredible. Like, she's amazing, immaculate. So there is where I am on that. I am half a stitch off over here, so I'm gonna have to do some finagling and figure out, because I think I counted off these words down here and jumped up here, and so literally like all of this is off by like half a stitch, which is really only going to come into play with this hand. So you see there's this hand over here, it's half a stitch off. I don't know if you can see. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that yet. I don't know. I might just like have half a stitch, like there might just be a little bit of space here, but then that won't work. I might have like one line of like over one for the hand. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. This is my oldest whip, so that's why it's slated to be a finish. It's because it's my current oldest whip. The next whip I have to show y'all is Every Season. This is by Tiny Modernist. If you watched my last video, then you'll know that this was my hashtag pick a whip for last video. The prompt was a paper pattern, and I thought, you know, with the changing of the seasons, that this was a really good project to pull out and work on. And this is where I am. I was able to, I started the snowflake, and then this area, and then I've done all of this. I do plan to try and finish out at least the pumpkin before I put this back up. And then I might keep this this out to do the snowflake in December. I think that would be like a good little goal. The little squares, and then these, I don't know how many sides there are, the hexagon, octagon, whatever. There's 8 sides, so the octagon, these octagons are full coverage. So I don't plan to finish this anytime soon, but I do think that finishing out these 2 squares is a good goal to try and reach for by the end of this year. The colors in this are spectacular. I know it's going to be a stunning finish whenever that is, so I can't wait to see this come along a little bit more. So those are all the things that I started and worked on in these last couple of weeks. I don't have any finishes. So yeah, now that that is done, I think we'll go ahead and draw our next Pick-a-Whip prompt, and that way I can kind of restructure this basket after this video. The Pick-a-Whip jar. I think I'm gonna keep it. I know that it's like a haunted house or whatever, but I think I'm gonna keep it as my Pick-a-Whip jar. I just think it's so cute and it looks so good on my shelf. So that being said, I feel like if I pick one that I've already chosen, I'm gonna redraw, because like I'm still so new to the whole process that, like, what was I even saying? This is a viewer recommendation. The green paper is viewer recommendation. Before I open this, what I was gonna say is if I do pick another one that's like a duplicate, I'll just redraw, because we're pretty new to this and there's so many prompts in here that I want to get to a lot of them. But this is our first viewer recommendation prompt. I'm so excited. Okay, y'all see it first. Alphabet. Okay, so I think that will mean choosing a project with an alphabet in it, or words, I guess. Or should it be alphabet? Because technically if it has words in it, then that like are letters, but that's not an alphabet. Huh. What do y'all think? Do y'all think that the alphabet prompt should be, you know, a project that contains letters, or should it be a project that contains a full alphabet? I'm gonna have to do some investigating. I'm sure that I have projects that, like, samplers that have full alphabets, but none of which that I'm, like, actively stitching on, like, the alphabet part of it. Ooh, I do have one in mind. Let me look at my options. Let me consult the tablet. Okay, folks. So, if we're going a project slash sampler that contains an alphabet, I only have two options here. I have the floral alphabet sampler. There she is. Gorgeous, stunning, beautiful. And then I have my Monarch Quaker. This is hard. Those are two projects that I really love. And for whatever reason, like, I thought I had more to pick from. I thought I had more projects with alphabets in them. But I guess not, because I don't, like, absolutely love stitching alphabets. I have a lot of samplers, but those just have quotes in it. Those don't have the alphabet. I do also have scissor sampler. I know I just started it, but that has an alphabet. I forgot about that. I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to put it up to a vote. I'll put it up on my Instagram story, and I'll wait to post that for a couple of days so that I can get this video uploaded, and that way you have the opportunity to jump over and vote on that poll. I'm thinking now though, like, do I want to do a poll or do I just want to, like, pick one? I might have to put it up to a vote because I literally can't decide. I really want to go with floral alphabet because, you know, with the Monarch Quaker, I'm already working on Sarah Moon, which is Quaker, and I'm working in the middle of a motif on the Monarch, but I'm not very far in that one, so it would be a good opportunity to, like, get some more progress in on that. Guys, I don't know. Or have scissor sampler. Like, I could get more progress on that, the one that I just started. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about it. Okay, I think I'm gonna do a vote because I would really like for you guys to help me decide. This is a hard decision. I love Pickle Whip because it does challenge you to, like, look at your whip list and maybe pick out something that you haven't worked on in a while. But the downfall of that is, you know, when you have so many great whips and great options, it's hard to pick one. So I'll put the poll up on November 30th. So if you're watching this on November 30th or maybe even December 1st, check out my Instagram, Marjorie Made Stitches, and see if that poll is still up. If not, feel free to leave in the comments what you would vote on, and I might try and tally up comments maybe if I can figure out how to do that. But I would really like to try and have one of these projects picked by Friday the 1st, and that way I can get some work on it before I start on my Christmas stitching. Speaking of, I think we're gonna hop into hopes and dreams, which is my plans section of these videos. I do have plans, as I do. I have hopes, I have dreams. So I think for hopes and dreams, I'm gonna tell you about what I plan to do now until probably like mid-December. I'm hoping to be able to film mid-December. So I'm not gonna get into the rest of my 2023 plans, just till mid-December, and then we'll probably go from there. I have some big 2024 plans, so I think maybe I'll just cover that in my next video when I talk about, like, finishing out 2023 and then, you know, what's going on next year. So now until about mid-December, I'm gonna start 4 more projects. 2 of those are the remainder of my 7 for 27. So that's going to be Cat Crazy by My Big Toe. I am switching up the colors on that, and I'm really excited to kind of show y'all that one. I don't have it with me now, so keep an eye out for my next video, and I'll kind of go over my color choices and fabric choices for that. And then my actual birthday start, I am going to stitch Coffee and Eggs by the Artsy Housewife. I am obsessed with this pattern. I think it's so cute. And when I bought it, I had like my like orange red hair, which now we're pink and copper. But my like copper, no, we're auburn now. Anyway, when I had my like orange copper hair, I saw that, and so I was like, oh my god, it's me, like, holding up some eggs. Like, I just love it. It's so quirky and cute, and yeah, I'm obsessed with it. So I kitted that up last time I was at my LNS, and I will be starting that on my birthday, which is Sunday. Oh, speaking of, I forgot to talk about the Jingle Ball. Let me go over my starts, and then it'll segue into that. I will also be starting the 2024 Modern Folk Embroidery Stitch Along. I'm starting it early. I'm cheating just because that project is huge. It's huge, gigantic. Wasn't planning to start that until I saw it, and then I was like, wow, that's gorgeous. And then me and Cameron were talking about it, and we were going over color options, and then I was like, fine, like, I've got to. She's doing Whimsy Goth, purple and green. It's gonna be so pretty. I am doing hot pink and hot orange as my two colors, and I'm doing it on Persimmon by Fiber on a Whim. I think I might have a picture of that combo from Instagram. I'll pop in here to show y'all. I'm really, really excited about that. I'm gonna start that the first week of December, because I don't think I'll have a lot of time to work on it until the first of the year anyway, but I definitely wanted to get a head start on it just because it's gigantic. And then on December 1st, I'm going to start the Retro Advent Baubles. I'll put a picture here. They're just little Advent ornaments. I'm going to be starting that December 1st at the Jingle Ball, which is so exciting. I went last year, and it was so much fun. Even though I really just like participated in the stitchy rooms, I didn't really do anything else. But like this year, it fell on my birthday weekend, so it's just really fun, and I'm kind of hoping it keeps up to where it's just on my birthday weekend every year. Yeah, I think it'll be really fun to just have that little tradition. But funny story, last year I was in a stitchy room, and I'd been thinking about making a Flosstube for a while, and everyone was just so nice, and I'd kind of spoken up in the Zoom room about wanting to start a channel, but like feeling kind of apprehensive about it, and everyone was just so nice and so encouraging. And I think that was like on my birthday, so last year on December 3rd was that conversation, and my first Flosstube went up on December 5th. So not only is my birthday this weekend, but my 1-year Flosstube anniversary is next week, and I'm so excited. You know, this whole experience has just been, it's been actually life-changing. I have met some of my bestest friends, like, ever on the internet here in the Flosstube universe and the cross-stitch community. I talk to those girls every single day. Like, it really has been life-changing to meet them, and also to like interact with all of y'all in the comments and on Instagram, and the ones of y'all who have channels, like keeping up with y'all's channels, and just like building these friendships over this common hobby that we have. It's been amazing, and it's crazy to think that it's almost been a year since I've been doing this. it's amazing. So thank each and every one of you for being a part of my journey in that. And yeah, I don't know if I might do a 1-year giveaway. We'll see. I am having to go back to my hometown for a work meeting the day after my birthday, so it's kind of like happy sad, because I will get to go to my hometown. I might get to see some of my family, which will be nice. If I have time. I have like an all-day work meeting, but that also means that I'll get to go to my LNS. So I have a couple ideas of projects I'd like to kit up while I'm there. There's actually 2 LNSs, you know, by my hometown, like one in my hometown and then one in the town that I work, which is one over. So So anyway, I think I might hit both. I might kit up a project at each of those locations and just get to kind of get my hands and my eyeballs on some fancy floss, which will be fun because it is different, like shopping for floss and fabric in person. So I'm really excited about that. And obviously there will be a haul in next video, but I might try and pick up a goodie or something to do a giveaway in my next video for my 1-year Flosstube anniversary. Anyway, back to my hopes and dreams. I kind of derailed there. For whips that I plan to work on in the next couple of weeks, I do have a Mill Hill ornament. It's just like a little Christmas tree that I started last year, which should have been finished last year in all honesty, but you know, it is what it is. I do want to finish that this year. And then there's a Barbara Anna Christmas that I started in July that I want to finish. I think it's Santa's Flight. And then I have Santa's Trips by Barbara Anna that I started also in July. And I plan to get some work on that. You know, just getting the holiday spirit of stitching Christmas. Also, for a couple of future videos, I know that I briefly talked about doing a 2024 plans video. I might just make that a section in my next video as opposed to a Flosstube extra. If you would prefer those be separate, let me know, and I can definitely do a Flosstube extra going over 2024 plans, but I figured I could just tack it on to my next Flosstube after I go over the rest of my December plans for 2023. And obviously, 'tis the season for whip parades, so I'm about to start prepping for my end of year whip parade. I also have this crazy idea of doing essentially an Instagram whip parade and taking a progress photo of each and every one of my whips and scheduling those to upload throughout January. So all of January I will be posting, hoping and dreaming to post a picture of every single one of my whips. That's gonna be a lot of like work and like background and, like I said, scheduling those posts and filling out the captions for all of those posts and the fabric information and like all that stuff. So but I do think it would be a good point to have that on my Instagram, and that way I can look back on it, and that way, you know, people who find my Instagram get a larger array, or like not an array, but they get a larger picture of my stitchy taste. I do feel like my Instagram is a little slacking when it comes to showcasing my stitchy taste, because I'm just like not the best at uploading on Instagram. I've been trying to do better, but it's just not one of the things that I'm good at. I'm not good at like staging photos and like doing all this. So I try and snap pictures and upload every now and then, but I think it'll be good to have documentation of all my current whips and the state of those whips. But yeah, I hope to have some finishes next year, because I finished probably like 5 things this year, which is ridiculous because looking at my Notion, I started roughly 40 projects this year. 2023 was a year of starts for sure, but I will say it was my first full year of stitching, so you know, you just get like wrapped up in all the wonderful projects and supplies, and you know, me and my stitchy friends, we see a pattern and we love it and we start it, like, and that's fine, and it's fine. I am having so much fun. I'm having so much fun with this channel and with my craft, and you know, I just have fun with it. So we're gonna keep having fun with it, even though we started 40 things this year. I'm never bored, you know. There's a lot of things I can say, but I'm never bored. And I always have variety, and I always have flavor, and I always have something I want to work on. So I think that's a win personally. So anyway, I'm gonna get this show rolling. We're gonna get back on track. I'm going to go into my gratitude section, and then we're gonna go into crochet talk. I'm not gonna go over haul because I don't really remember what I've hauled. I haven't really been keeping up with it. Also, I haven't really been like hauling very much, apart from just patterns that I've already like had kitted up, and I just needed the pattern for it. So yeah, for gratitude, you know, reminiscing on my Flosstube journey and everything. My gratitude this week is going to be my ability to cultivate and to grow meaningful bonds and relationships. That is to say for friends, family, my marriage. Like, I'm grateful for that opportunity, and I'm grateful for my ability to have these relationships and have these friendships, and like I said, growing and cultivating those bonds with people, and creating meaningful experiences and meaningful conversations, and, you know, all of that. And, you know, not only with my internet family and my, you know, friends, but also with my real life family and friends and those relationships. It's really important to nurture those who make you happy, and nurture those relationships that will bring you fulfillment. And because at the end of the day, like, that's what you have, you know, like, you have your people, whether that's your blood family, your found family, a family you've created, a family that you've chosen, a family that you didn't choose. Like, everyone's situation is so different, but, you know, it's definitely something to be grateful for, to have the ability to create meaningful and lasting relationships and friendships. So that's my gratitude for this week. And if you want, feel free to share gratitude in the comment section. I do think this time of year is kind of like, I don't know, like, it's emotional in general, but I just get to reminiscing, and I get to thinking, and I get in my feelings, and like, so, but it is also good because you can get wrapped up in the motion of life and the hustle and bustle of living in this day and age. So sometimes it's good to just sit down and think about a positive, and think about something to be grateful for. So there's that. Now I'm gonna jump into crochet. So if you were just here for the stitching, you're not gonna miss any more stitchy stuff. Feel free to exit the video if you're not interested in crochet. If you are, stick around. Okay, so we're gonna go on a whole other tangent right now about crochet. So let's go over some of my history with crochet. I have picked up crocheting off and on for several years. This time last year, I was like really getting into it. I was doing like amigurumi, and I'd started this like quilt, not a quilt, we're not talking about quilting. It's a block Afghan. So there's 30 blocks. Each block has a different stitch, and it's like a skill builder type thing. So I started that last year. Me and my sister were gonna do it together. I think I got 3 blocks in before I stopped. And so I have recently picked that back up. I think I've done 9 blocks total now. So still not making great progress on it, but hey, I picked it up again and working on that. Similarly to all of my other crafting hobby related things, like, I just get so, like, just head over heels in love with a hobby, and I become obsessed with it, and I buy all these supplies, and like I do all these like plans, and here we are. Crochet really like took off for me this year. Like I said, I started last year and it kind of just fell off, but something about like the weather cooling off makes me want to crochet. Like, it feels like such a winter hobby. So I do have some things to show y'all. We'll do a finished object first. So I made this cute hat. I will say it is a little big. I don't want to mess up my hair and put it on, but it is a little big, but that's okay. I was really just trying to get this technique down. This is a back post half double crochet beanie, and it just like folds. I did at the top, I saw a hack, I guess, where you make it as long as you want, and then at the end of the row are 5 slip stitches. So there's not a bunch of bulk at the top when you gather it, which I really, really like. It looks really good and it's not bulky. And so you just, every time you get back to the top, you do your 5 slip stitches, and you slip stitch on top of slip stitch, and you half double crochet on top of half double crochet. And then you just go and go and go and go and go, and you make a panel and attach it. So, anyway, this is my little beanie. It's made with Forever Fleece is the name of the yarn. So cute. I love this pink color. Next, I'm doing a waffle stitch blanket. Not a big one, it's a little one. So, this is where I'm at. It's really cute. I am loving waffle stitch. I think it looks so good. That looks so good. I'm using Joann's yarn. It's Big Twist. I think Living is like the collection. And they're like, I say Faux Pride collection because like they got the color schemes right, but that's just about it. They don't really go in the right order. They kind of like jump around like the color changes do. So that's why I say it's Faux Pride, but these are the Lesbian Pride colors, and it honestly is perfect for this project. I think it looks so freaking good. But like I probably wouldn't use this for like a beanie or a like scarf necessarily. Like if you're wanting color striping, that's not the way to go, but it looks really good for that waffle stitch. So yeah, I'm just kind of like working on that every now and again. I plan to finish out the waffle stitch and then do a black border. That's like down the line though. Like it's just, I started a couple of different crochet projects and you know how it goes with the whips. So that's kind of just one that I have. It's easy to just like pick up and do a little bit on and then, you know, continue on with whatever I'm doing. So my next crochet project is actually a granny hexagon pullover. I'm really, really excited about this one. I am using Lion Brand Mandala. This is color Groot. Yeah. So I bought way too much of this, but I didn't know. It's my first sweater. So this is the first granny hexagon that I have. Essentially you fold it and then this becomes a sleeve, and then you make 2 of these and you join it and like you bring the sleeves down, and that's essentially the mechanics of a granny hex pullover. So I've got the first panel I think done. I do need to like actually try it on, but I haven't done that yet. And then I'm working on the second panel now. I really want to get this done pretty soon, just because like I want to have it to wear like while it's still cold. I don't think it's gonna warm up anytime soon. Like we're literally not even in December yet, but I want to have like a good long while of wear on my granny hex sweater. So I've been working on that today, probably going to continue to work on that. And then something really fun that's upcoming crochet wise is I do plan to do a temperature blanket next year. I kind of went down the rabbit hole of temperature blankets and the different styles of temperature blankets, and there is one from TL Yarn Crafts, and it's a linen stitch block. So you know, each round is I'll put a picture of it here. Each round is a day. You've got 12 blocks and they form a blanket. I just think it looks really, really cool. And it's not like your typical temperature blanket. And I'll just share here my color inspiration. So just bright maximalist color colors. And then this is my official color scheme for the yarn. I have ordered it, and I'm very excited to have that come in. And if you have any questions about like temperature blanket stuff, let me know and I can send you the pattern or whatever. I also found a spreadsheet where you put in like your range and your colors, and then you enter the temperature for the day, and it tells you what yarn to use. Like, it fills it all out for you. So I'm really excited to use that spreadsheet because I love me a good spreadsheet. So if you have any questions about that, let me know, and I'll be happy to share that with y'all. But I think that's going to conclude today's video. I thank you so much if you stuck around all of my crochet ramblings and really all the other ramblings. I appreciate you so very much. Do something this week that fills your cup and makes you happy. Just, life's too short. Do whatever makes you happy. You know what? You know what I'm saying? Get what I mean? It's time for me to go. Have a good morning, evening, afternoon, night, wherever and whenever you're watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.